Hello world, still in lockdown. This is book trailer number 32, titled Skyward by Brandon Anderson. An amazing author. I'm going to read you the summary here. This is perfect. The character's name is Spencer. Spencer's world has been under attack for decades. Now pilots are the heroes of what's left of the human race, and becoming one has always been Spencer's dream. Since she was a little girl, she has imagined soaring skyward and proving her bravery. But her fate is intertwined with her father's, a pilot himself, who was killed years ago when he abruptly deserted his team, leaving Spencer, the daughter of a coward, her chances of attending flight school slim to none. No one will let Spencer forget what her father did. Yet fate works in mysterious ways. Flight school might be a long shot, but she is determined to fly. And an accidental discovery in a long-forgotten cavern just might provide her with a way to claim the stars. So a lot of this takes place in the cavern. It starts off with a prologue which details her father's desertion. She was actually with her father in the cavern when he was called because the enemy, called the Krell, were invading. So he has to leave her in the cavern so that he can go fight. And so at the end of the prologue here it says, this is Spencer after her father is off fighting in his starship. So I was wandering down there in the cavern, imagining the glory of the awesome battle happening above, when my father infamously broke ranks and fled from the enemy. His own flight shot him down in retribution. By the time I got home, the battle had been won. My father was gone, and I'd been branded the daughter of a coward. I'm just going to read you the first kind of page and a half, and you'll see that this book is for you. This is Spencer in the cavern. I stalked my enemy carefully through the cavern. I'd taken off my boots so they wouldn't squeak. I'd removed my socks so I wouldn't slip. The rock under my feet was comfortably cool as I took another silent step forward. This deep, the only light came from the faint glow of the worms on the ceiling, feeding off the moisture seeping through cracks. You had to sit for minutes in the darkness for your eyes to adjust to that faint light. Another quiver in the shadows. There, near those dark lumps that must be enemy fortifications. I froze in a crouch, listening to my enemy scratch the rock as he moved. I imagined a Krell, a terrible alien with red eyes and dark armor, with a steady hand, agonizingly slow. I raised my rifle to my shoulder, held my breath, and fired. A squeal of pain was my reward. Yes! I patted my wrist, activating my father's light line. It sprang to life with the reddish-orange glow, blinding me for a moment. Then I reached forward to claim my prize. One dead rat, speared straight through. In the light, shadows I'd imagined as enemy fortifications revealed themselves as rocks. My enemy was a plump rat, and my rifle was a makeshift spear gun. 9.5 years had passed since that fateful day when I'd climbed to the surface with my father. But my imagination was as strong as ever. It helped relieve the monotony, to pretend I was doing something more exciting than hunting rats. I held up the dead rodent by its tail. Thus you know the fury of my anger, fell beast. It turned out that strange little girls grow up to be strange young women. But I figured it was good practice to practice my taunts for when I really fought the Krell. Gran taught that a great warrior knew how to make a great boast to drive fear and uncertainty into the hearts of her enemies. I tucked my prize into my sack. That was 8 so far. Not a bad haul. Did I have time to find another? It's a great book, and there is a book that comes after this one, so there's a sequel. Enjoy.